An equilateral triangular lamina of 25 mm sides lies on one of its sides on HP, and the lamina makes 45 degree with HP, and one of its medians is inclined at 40 degrees to VP. Draw its projections. So he says it is resting on HP on one of its sides on HP. The side which is resting on HP has to be perpendicular to VP. So BC has to be perpendicular to VP. And the lamina makes 45 degrees with HP. So obviously this is the surface resting on HP. Since it is the surface inclination with respect to HP is given, so obviously we have to start from HP. So that is the reason why we are starting from HP. And when you see from the front view, A dash, B dash, C dash all are parallel to HP. So you're getting the true shape here. And AB is near to the observer, so A dash, B dash is visible. And C is away from the observer, so C dash becomes invisible. And he says one of the medians is inclined at 40 degrees to VP. So median means a line drawn from corner to the opposite side of the midpoint will going to be the median. So that median has to be parallel to HP. So we can see that this median we can consider that is A dash, M dash is in bracket because that AM is the one which is the median. We cannot consider C2, the midpoint of AB, as one of the medians because the line is inclined to VP. So obviously you're going to get the apparent length here. And here B2, B2 opposite side, which is midpoint of opposite side, which is AC. Again BM, that is also inclined to VP, so you are getting the apparent length. So one which is having the true length. So the line, the median AM is parallel to VP. That means A is in front of VP by some distance and M is also in front of VP by same distance. So then AM will be parallel to VP. Since it is parallel to VP, so you are getting the true length in VP. So that is the reason why we have to consider AM as the one which will going to be the median. So that is what we can see here. The median is in true length because A dash, M dash is the one which will going to be parallel to HP. So you are getting the true length in HP. So the lamina makes 45 degree with HP as one of the sides is resting on HP. So we can see one of the side is resting on HP, that is B dash, C dash is resting on HP. As the surface is made an inclination, obviously the median is also getting inclined, that is A dash, M dash. Once the median is inclined, so then you're going to get that median will going to be in the apparent length. We can see AM which will going to be in the apparent length because the length of A dash, M dash is less than greater than the median length in the top view will going to be less than the median length in the front view. So because this median is parallel to VP, so you are getting the true length in VP. And as the median becomes inclined to HP, so you are getting the apparent length here. So that is what we have shown here. As the median becomes inclined, as the surface becomes inclined to HP at 45 degrees, so the median will going to get the apparent length because the length of this median will be greater than the length of this median. So as this here, the surface is inclined to HP and but perpendicular to VP. So that is the reason we are getting a line here in the front view. And also as the surface become inclined and the median is on that surface, so you are going to get the apparent length. Then one of its medians, the median which is inclined to HP is also inclined to VP at 40 degrees. So that means he has given the true inclination. But here in the second position top view, we can see that it is the apparent length. But from the projections of lines, always on the true inclination, you should get the true length. But here the inclination given is the true inclination. But the second position top view, what we have is the apparent length. So we need to find out the beta inclination. To find the beta, so that is the reason why we found out the beta inclination. On that inclination line, we will going to write the second position top view and then write the projections to get the front view. And so that in the front view also, we can see that the side is resting on HP and one of its medians is inclined at 40 degrees to VP and the surface makes an angle of 45 degrees to HP and this is an equilateral triangle of 25 mm. So this is how we will be able to analyze both 3D and also 2D. So here we can see it is so we can see that BC is the one which is going to be the one which is resting on HP. So this is the beta of inclination what we have found out. So on that inclination line we will going to get the triangular lamina and when it is projected, so this will going to be the projected surface in the front view, and when you look from the top view, this is the one which is the projected surface in the top view. So this is how it can be analyzed. Now we will try to solve the problem in the sketchbook. First, to draw that, first we are going to draw a thin XY line and mark XY and VP and HP. As we see that the triangle is one of the sides is resting on HP. The side which is resting on HP has to be perpendicular to VP. So draw a vertical line of a distance of 25 mm and you mark this point as B and C. And by using the compass, you take a radius of 25 with B as center, cut an arc on this side, and with C as center, cut on the previously drawn arc, and you are going to get this point A. You mark this point as A, then join A to B, B to C, C to D, C to A with the dark lines. So then you join between A and opposite midpoint of the opposite side, which is BC, and you mark this point as M. So as you look from the front view, A dash and B dash, AB is near to the observer, A dash B dash is visible, and C and M are away from the observer. So this C dash and M dash is in bracket. So now one of its sides is resting on HP. The side resting on HP has to be perpendicular to VP. So you can see that B dash, C dash and M dash is the one which is going to be on XY line, and you mark that point by taking any convenient distance from the first position front view. Then by using the protractor with respect to the XY line, you measure an angle of 45 degrees and draw an inclined line. Similarly, by using the compass, you measure the distance from B dash to A dash with B dash as center and transfer it on the second position front view and cut an arc, and you mark this point as A dash. Then join A dash to B dash with a dark line. So then draw a vertical projector from B dash, C dash and M dash, and draw a horizontal projector from B and C and M. All these 3 points will going to intersect at B, M and C. Similarly, draw a vertical projector from A dash and draw a horizontal projector from A. Both these 2 points will going to intersect at this point, and you mark the point as A. Then join A to B, B to C, C to A with a dark line. You mark this point as M. As the surface is made, as the surface is inclined to HP at 45 degrees, also the median become inclined, so you're going to get the apparent length. So now here we got the apparent length, and the inclination given is the true inclination. So we need to find out the true apparent inclination and then proceed. So to do that, first we will going to consider draw a horizontal line and consider any point on that horizontal line, and you mark this point as A, and by using the protractor you measure an angle of 40 degrees with respect to the horizontal line and then draw an inclined line. Since this is a true inclination line, you have to take the true length of the median. The true length of the median will going to get in the second position and the first position top view. As we see here, A dash M dash is parallel to HP, so you are getting the true length in the vertical plane, true length in the HP. So by using the compass, you measure the distance between A to M with A as center, cut an arc on this 40 degree line, and then you will going to get the locus. Then you draw a locus line, and then you measure the distance from A to M in the second position top view, which is the apparent length. With A as center, cut an arc on the locus line, so that you will going to get this point M. Then join A to M, so this will going to be the beta inclination, so which will going to be the apparent inclination, beta. Then on this line, you write the second position top view. So to do that, so from M, with respect to with M as center, with respect to AM line, you draw a perpendicular to this AM by using the protractor. You measure an angle of 90 degrees with respect to AM, and then draw a perpendicular line. Then with M as center, taking the distances of M to B and M to A, M to C, both will going to have equidistances. With M as center, transfer it on the top side, you are going to get C, and also from this to the bottom side, you are going to get this point B. Then mark this point as C and B, then join A to B, B to C, C to A with a dot. Now we need to write the front view. To write the front view, draw a horizontal projector from A dash and draw a vertical projector from A. Both these 2 points will going to intersect at this point, and you mark this point as A dash. Then similarly, draw a horizontal projector from B dash and C dash and draw a vertical projector from B to the XY line and also from C to the XY line, and you mark this point as B dash and C dash. Then join A dash to B dash to C dash, and C dash to A dash with a dark line. So this is how you will be able to write the solution and show the dimensions, which is beta inclination, and here it is 40 degrees, and here it is 45, and this is 25. And these are all these dimensions what I have shown here, which is 21.6506 and 15.3093. All these things are the dimensions which has to be used for the construction of the third position top view, but it is only shown for reference. So this is how, and we how to know that our problem is right? We can see that the side is resting on HP, and also the one of the median is inclined at 40 degrees to VP. So obviously we need to find out the apparent inclination. So we found out the apparent inclination. On that inclination we have written the second position top view, and also the side is resting on HP, and the surface makes an angle of 45 degrees with respect to HP, and this is a equilateral triangle of 25 mm. So since we have considered all the parameters in the problem, given in the problem, and hence the problem is right.